What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Millennial ManCave. So, we had a little bit of a situation.
You're probably wondering why we're, 77 and 35 and you haven't seen anything.
Yeah. So, how do I break this down? Let's put it this way. So, Chef Tom and I, of course, we tell you guys we work full time, so we need to bank episodes. That's what we have to do. We have to make sure we have, episodes in the bank, so in case we get busy, we have enough content coming for you. Because we love you guys. Now, what happened was, so you guys finished getting, obviously, the Yankees series. It did not go well, guys. We're really sorry about that. And you would have known on the other 5 episodes we shot, had the audio files not corrupted. So we're going to call this one, this is going to be episode, is it 26 now?
26 through 30.
Yeah, 26 through 30. This is going to be the recap and mishap episode. So we're going to keep this one nice and short today. We're just going to go over with you guys what exactly happened in those 5 episodes before you get the next episode when we get back into some gameplay. Because you guys missed a lot. A lot happened in the offseason, and, we typically don't show you guys the offseason because we do a lot of work. It takes a lot of time.
Well, hell, we're in August, so, we got a lot to catch up on.
There's a lot, guys. So we had 5 games, obviously, and the offseason that happened that you guys would have gotten through 5 episodes that we now cannot show you. But what we're going to do is we're going to break it down for you guys. We're going to show you exactly what we did in the offseason. We'll explain the 5 games that we played, where we're at right now. We'll show you our draft picks. And then our next episode is going to be us jumping back into gameplay. Because, there's a lot of games coming out, dude. Madden drops next week.
I know, we got to continue. We got to get through this franchise.
Destiny.
Football's coming.
So, guys, we want you to let us know. Comment below. Make sure you're telling us, do you want us to keep going with the baseball franchise now that the new games are coming out? Because we're going to have to try and balance our time. So if you guys still want to see this, we still want to bring it to you. We want to make sure franchise mode keeps going. We're going to have these new games coming in as well. We want to know what you guys want to see content-wise from those. More franchise modes. Yeah. Ultimate teams are going to be massive.
Is Destiny 2 going to be Twitch only?
Oh, Destiny? Who
knows?
I know, guys. So, the list of games. We've probably set in a bunch of the episodes. But we'll get into it again maybe in our next longer gameplay. So the next episode after this one. But with that being said, guys.
So where do we start? With the transactions, clearly.
We got to go transactions.
Our hearts were broken, guys. To come back in that epic battle of the White Sox. Yeah. In 5 games to make our way back. Just to, leave with our dicks in our hands at 4-0 sweep spanking by the Yankees.
That one sucked, man.
So we went through our assessment. We did what we had to do. We pulled off the trades that we necessarily didn't want to. We lost some key members. Sally. Rest in peace.
Yeah. You dropped the first one there. That's the first bomb.
That was the biggest heartbreak.
That was the first bomb, guys. We did have to get rid of Sally Perez. So, one thing we're going to mention as well. As part of one of the comments that you guys left, so you wouldn't have seen this because, like I said, Chef Tom and I typically don't show you guys the offseason, but we did get a request that you guys want to see what we do during the offseason. You guys maybe want to see an episode of just us in the offseason, listening to our thoughts, seeing exactly what we look into. So if we continue this and you guys want to keep seeing franchise mode, our next offseason, we'll give you guys an episode of what we do. So trades, free agency, all that jazz. You can hear us the way we GM, the way we've worked, and the way we've done this forever, guys, since we were little tykes.
The way that we kind of yell at each other and try to, I still don't want Pineda on the team, which is another addition that we made.
That's the second bomb. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this new roster right now. Chef Tom, bring it up, my dude. Let's show these guys what...
I didn't see nothing.
Oh, you did it.
I saw nothing.
You did. Okay.
Starting pitchers.
Starting pitchers, guys. So...
we needed an ace.
We're going to say a signing that will leave... I think he comes right at the end, which is great.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with the pitching, as Chef Tom said. As you can see, we got call out. Carlos Martinez is not an ace. We heard you guys. We loved him, but you're probably right. We needed an upgrade. We made that happen. We brought in Garrett Cole.
We packaged him out west, and ironically enough, in one of the episodes that was not captured, he was actually traded to our divisional rivals in Boston.
That's right.
So we're queuing that game up later on this season. We will post that.
To play against our former ace, guys. Why not, right?
You have to.
Oh, yeah. So, Garrett Cole was a big acquisition for us, guys. He actually started off the season really badly. So, to give you guys the breakdown of what happened, for the episodes, we actually lost our first 3 games of the season.
Yeah.
And then we came back with 2 giant wins, and that's where we are. So, you guys will see what our record is going forward right now. But we ended up on a 7-game losing streak after the 4 straight losses to the Yankees, 3 losses to start the season, and then 2 huge wins, actually. Comeback wins.
We gave up a grand slam first inning.
Came back and won.
Yep. I'm disappointed that cannot be shown, but
there was a lot of jumping out of seats and stuff, guys. And actually, Garrett Cole did start that game, and I think that might have been the turning point for him to come back to being a legitimate ace, guys, because his numbers were bad.
Yeah, so you look at his numbers now. He's 10-8. He's rocking a 3.12. I'm okay with that.
Yep. Next one you're going to see off the bat here, guys. Chris Archer, another trade in the offseason that we acquired. We heard you guys. You need better starting pitching, and we knew Aaron Sanchez was going to be gone. Sanchi was actually part of the deal to acquire Archer.
Yep. I mean, Sanchi plus a couple other prospects. But,
they're turning out to be nothing, though.
Archer is, look at his stats. He's 9-2. He's getting the run support. There's no secret we have the offense to support it. Still sporting a 3.17. Another great stud. So, ace 1, ace 2. And thankfully, with him being injured, we had signed Estrada in the offseason. 78 overall. He's penciled in for, 5th starter or backup starter.
He did okay.
So, you know what? It's working out for us. He's an all-star in the minors.
Michael Pineda, you can see right there, guys, number 3. If you look at our top 3, guys, we've gotten strong.
Oh, God, yeah.
Very, very strong. You can argue that you got 2 aces in Cole and Archer, and Pineda, who, when healthy, could be a Yankee ace.
Yeah.
Could be. I'm not going to say he is. We talked about this actually in one of the episodes. Severino is the guy there right now.
Yeah.
But Pineda, if he can stay healthy, if he can just kind of figure it out, he could be that guy, but he's a good number 2, and he's with us as a 3.
He's killing us. He's rocking it for us, I should say. 11-1 at 1.92. Pretty sure he's leading the majors right now in ERA, and he's locked in for us for a while.
Look at the strikeouts to walks, guys. 113 to 25. Over 136 innings. That is ridiculous. So Pineda for us, he was one of the guys we actually discussed. Like, we have discussed on those episodes, Archer and Pineda potentially in a move.
Yep.
And right now, both of them have shut us up.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Combined, they have 3 losses.
I'm okay with it.
3 losses and 20 wins.
Yeah.
So...
You know your boy Julio Urias still kicking around.
The only guy that made it, apparently... Well, Nola was on our team.
Yeah.
Injured, but on our team. But Urias is the only person... year after year that's still on there. He's sporting a little bit of a high ERA, but he's still young. He's 22, he's 85, and still rocking an A potential. Yep. You can't let him go.
And look at that contract at $1.4 million.
No.
He's still there. As Chef Tom said, Aaron Nola back on our roster, healthy again, good to go, 13-4 season, a nice 3.1 ERA. I'm not mad about that at all. Happy to have him. And then just rounding out the starting pitching, guys, you see Gesselman, he's still going. Jumping up, pushing that 80 now, so a great backup in case of injuries. Estrada is up because of Archer on the DL, as Chef Tom said. We want to give him, Gesselman some more time.
Yeah, no, and Estrada's, we only signed him to a 1-year contract.
Stopgap.
And it's just literally as a protection for Gesselman.
Yep. And as you can see, a couple of the prospects right there. Abraham Guerrero on his way up, 23, 75 overall beat potential. Julius Aguero, and I believe a little bit underneath that is Panagua. There he is. 20 years old, 60 overall. So guys, our starting pitching, we didn't really give up a lot from a pitching perspective of, good prospects to get these guys.
Yep.
And I think that's a testament to the work that we put in.
So the best part of all this, all the trade acquisitions on the relievers, we didn't really lose much. We kept our strength intact.
We were really happy about this one, guys. We thought for sure there was potential that we could be losing some of our good relievers. The only loss that you guys might notice is Nick Vincent, but that's due to age. The contract didn't make sense, but nothing really here affected us in a bad way.
I'm pretty sure he was part of the Cole trade.
I think he was.
I'm pretty sure.
He was.
So, we had to give something to get something. We got a hell of an ace.
And we actually did pick up some prospects as well. Marco Reyes, we acquired in one of the trades.
Yep.
I want to point out Ron Morales. He's a C potential, guys, but he's 22 and 66 already. So he could pan out to be a half-decent, lower-end relief pitcher.
And even Peter Cita.
And Peter Cita. Exactly where I was going with it. So, guys, as you can see there, nothing given up to get something, still holding true.
Yeah. Guys' numbers are really still pretty decent overall.
They're maybe not as clutch as last year, but in the games that we played with them, they've been nothing but money.
Yeah. And then obviously you guys know our back-end closers are top of the line. We're keeping them in touch.
So good that Babe can't even make the roster yet.
He's probably going to be over next year. One of these guys, I imagine, will have to let walk.
Yeah, likely.
Whether it be Harris for being 34. But you'll see that if we get that far.
We will get to that point. That's another discussion.
So I broke the news. Perez was one of the major pieces of us getting Archer. Yeah. In place, we were able to get in Austin Hedges. And now you guys are probably saying, well, why would you trade all that offense? And realistically, the last piece to fall will explain all of this. But what I can tell you is that Hedges and Vasquez played great defensive ball. And when we had the offense replaced elsewhere, we were able to take the loss behind the plate. And now you'll see in our depth charts, our batting lineup that our catcher is batting 9 because they're not offensive anymore.
And I think this is a testament also to Moncada, guys. You saw his growth that he's had. He's not a guy who needs to be at the bottom. We can give that to our catcher. And we said, we can lose Sally's offense because of what we did, but we couldn't lose his defense. Yeah. So with that being said, we acquired 2 guys who had decent contact. I mean, Hedges not so much, but Vasquez really has shown his own, guys. You can see, look, he's up to 82. He started the season batting just over 100.
Yeah.
So he's come up 100 points. 82, 28, good contract. And I want to point out, guys, Jason Montero.
Okay, I was going to say, you have to get there.
Him and Alex Lerma are 2 of the big reasons why we were able to move, obviously, with Perez. It was tough. It hurt us. We've debated it for a good solid 25 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is contract-based. He was making 12 plus a year.
He was a 17.
17,
asking over 20 on his next one, guys. So it didn't make sense to put all that money into him because of what we did, and you'll see it down the line.
So, you know what? Again, how Jeff is saying, with Montero and Lerma in the prospect pool, we had to clear some way. We got some great defensive catchers here to hold down and teach them. It's going to be a rock for us, no problem.
I think so.
Maybe the biggest surprise.
Yeah.
And I called it out in episode 3 of the Yankee series. I fucking hate this guy, but we cannot trade him for anything else.
Guys, we absolutely wasted so much time scouring the first base line to see what would be available to us. But realistically, Greg Bird is probably the best guy on the market for cost overall. Well, maybe not now because he's just dealing with an injury. I think he's just coming back, actually. But Bird was about an 82. So a really good backup at first. And, he's still got good numbers. Maybe we don't play well with him. Obviously, he's doing okay at 279 for a backup. But we couldn't make the move. Freddie Freeman obviously still around because he's a stud.
All I will say is I know we had some call-outs to get Rizzo. We heard you. But Freeman has just been a stud defensively for us on top of the offense.
Yeah, you know what, guys? The games that we did play in the episodes that we're not able to show you, he probably had ridiculous amounts of picks that I can't even describe to you that got outs that could have potentially been errors.
Yeah, he saved easily a bunch of errors. Second base returns exactly as you saw. Moncada, a little bit of a cold streak right now, but he's still batting 273. At the beginning of the year, correct me if I'm wrong, he was batting upwards of 340.
He was, yes.
So, I mean, guy's a stud. Like Jeff pointed out earlier, he's been moving up and down our lineup with Nakin. Nakin was injured at the start of our season, but now with both of them going there, you'll see them both kind of alternate leadoff.
Finding our way back.
Hansen's back up full-time now. He's someone that we do turn to as a base runner later in the games when we need it. That was one of the key moments in one of the games that unfortunately we lost.
Yeah.
But he's full-time with us now up in the show.
Pointing out also, guys, Malcolm Frazier. Just saying.
19, that was one of the other upper...
B59. We got him in a trade. He's a stud.
Third base.
No changes.
Nothing to say here.
No.
It is what it is. Brian's here, the show.
Yep.
Shortstops?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. No big changes. Carlos Correa, he's holding it down. Having a great season, guys. 33 home runs, 295 average. He's really come about this year.
Our 2 through 6, I think, are the best in the league.
It's ridiculous.
So, this is where we start to see the first couple surprises. Because now you're missing a little dick.
Yeah.
So, again, another salary casualty, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was making decent cash, and we had to free that up.
He was also part of the Cole trade.
Yes.
Yep.
So, we're giving something to get something. And again, it all falls down. All these trades happen after we finish this off. And it's coming. We're almost there. But I will say 2 big pieces that are up are Rosario and Mario Bez. Is how we're going.
Guys, look at that batting average, 288. He's been nothing but a stud for us. Very, very surprised that he came up this early, but... I mean, you got to call up those extra outfielders. Lopez, it was time. He was a top 50 prospect.
Yep.
A potential 25. He's 74. I think he's going to come up a lot quicker than we think. And Rosario actually turned out to be half decent in the couple games that he got in.
Surprising for a C prospect, but yeah, exactly.
He kind of reminds me of an Alex Rios. I called it out in one of the episodes. He's a big, lanky guy, has half decent wheels. I like him.
Yeah, let's see. 6'5". There you go.
Yep.
And speed 84. So him and Hansen are speedsters off the bench.
I love it, man.
Gotta love him.
Yep.
Center field, nothing surprising here. Naquin's holding that down at that 1.3 for 25 years. Who knows how long he's signed.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
But before we move on to the next one, so I don't know if you guys have clued in yet. We said it's a slave one for last.
We know right field has always been a pain point.
Yep.
So, I'll give you a second. Maybe you were quick enough to see it when we loaded it. Who's premier right fielders? Drum roll. Yeah! Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let that seep in.
So, you guys called it out. Get Bryce Harper. We did it. We did not think it was possible, guys. This was what we debated with the Sally Martinez, with all the trades and the movements,
Dickerson.
all the stuff fell into place because we were able to land Bryce Harper in free agency. 24.2 for this kind of player is not bad at 26 overall. So we had to cut salary somewhere else to bring in a big bat, to bring in a legitimate right fielder, to bring in an all-around 5-tool player.
This was the first piece to fall before any of those trades happened.
Yep.
Before any of them happened, Bryce signed. It was a bidding war. We won't lie. It was us and Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken.
Cleveland and a couple other teams were involved, but it was mostly a two-headed race.
And it came down to the last week.
Yeah.
All the other mid-tier free agents signed. We saw the Yankees actually pick up a couple pieces in the offseason as well. And that really put pressure on us to step up because, as you guys saw, Yankees did win the World Series.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was cut out.
No.
So they did make the World Series. Or won the World Series, I should say. So we had to respond, and that's how we did it.
And just pointing out Forrest Haskett as well. Really happy to see this kid come around. 1961 beat potential. And underneath him, Bradley Jefferson. Someone we can look out to as well.
So, that wraps up our trades, our, altering of the rosters. Hopefully you guys approve. Comment it below. But before we end this, we've been talking about prospects, and we missed... Well, it was dropped.
It was dropped.
But, now, if I can pull this up...
Draft.
Now, remember, because we did get Harper, we had to forfeit our first rounder. But...
in doing so...
I think we pulled out some diamonds.
Guys, do you see what we did in the picks we were still able to complete, even after losing our first round pick? Geraldo Batista, 22 overall, 22 age, second baseman, 88 potential.
Yeah.
88, guys.
Yeah.
Then how do we follow that up? Well, why not get a starting pitcher in Sergio Benitez, 20 years old, also 88 potential. Will Ota, a nice little catcher, just giving back to that depth. 19, a 75, so could be a future backup.
Yep.
Or a potential trade piece because we are really deep.
Hey, you know what? AAA, AA, they need positional players.
You gotta got people to call up too later in the season with injuries. Pedro Quintana, we love the name. He's also a lefty like the real Quintana. We're like, why not? He turns out with an 85 potential.
That was a steal.
Oh, God,
that was the second last round of drafts.
And then how do we finish it out? Hey, I like this Peter Mora kid. Let's go for it. 21 ends up a 78 potential, guys. This is a guy who could be a depth player off the bench. And I love it.
All in all, this is 5 picks. We lost our first overall. We forfeited it to Harper.
Pure gold.
But quickly running it down, it's a B in Batista. It's a B in Benitez.
Oh, yeah.
I see an Oda, but like how Jeff said...
He's going to turn the corner. I feel it.
He's going to be there. He's got decent contact.
He's going to be a good backup. That's how I feel.
And he's a switch hitter. You can't ask for more.
Not from a catcher.
Quintana's a B. Second last round of drafting.
88 arm strength, guys, already at 21.
Yeah.
Love it.
And Mora, speedster, a speed demon. He's going to have an arm in the outfield. See potential only, I know, but you know what? Off the bench, I'm fine to have that.
It means nothing. It means nothing. To give these guys some time this season, obviously we did amazing with our first year draft.
Yeah.
So guys, you've seen it where it is. Let's just break down the standings quickly before we end this episode because I know you guys want to get back into some baseball. We want to bring it to you. There it is, guys. Right now the team holds down at 77-35 for a 688 winning percentage. This team has really hit stride. 9-1 in our last 10 games. We've been killing it, guys. I don't think, look, first...
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Is there any question that what we did in this offseason brought us a better team? We even were smart with our cap, guys. With our money, we didn't spend stupidly. We made the right choices. So there it is, 77-35, and the closest team is 20 games back.
You know what? And the thing is, like how we were saying earlier, the Yankees made improvements. The Red Sox trade to get a couple of big pieces. They're an up-and-comer. Maybe not this year, perhaps next year. You'll see them make some adjustments and come up the standings. But Yankees were actually challenging us for first overall. We were chasing them for the first month.
Yeah, for a while, guys. It was, again, a two-headed race. Orioles, Rays, Red Sox, they really weren't in it. You know, they were kind of here and there, maybe 500 teams, and then you just slumped right down.
Yeah.
And then the Yankees apparently just kind of fell as well. So they're catching up with the Orioles. Both 20 games, 29, 30 games. The Blue Jays are taking off, guys. I don't think there's any question this season. We should be able to finish off grabbing the division again. Hopefully, like we talked about in the other episodes, we went, ALDS, ALCS, World Series. That's my guess, guys. I'm going to make this prediction. I think we can take it this year. I'm feeling good about it. This team is stacked. We did amazing.
We owe it to you guys.
Yep.
We owe it to you guys.
Yeah, I hope you guys are excited to see what's going forward, guys. The next episode you see, we're going to be back into some baseball play. And that's where we're going to go.
Guys, until then, we apologize again for the technical difficulties. Hopefully you guys got everything here in this little catch-up episode. And forever and always, keep it swinging.